Chuck Norris sometimes even veils before I do. And you guys know how I prevail. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xerath Prevails. Today we're going to talk about the top 40 teams in the game, and that it kind of includes Galactic Legends, but not really. You'll see what I mean here in just a minute. So last year in May, I made this video, top 40 teams, and I'm doing the same format here, but what I thought was interesting to track was how so I ranked all the teams this time without looking at any of the past stuff, of the past content, and then I'm showing you guys what it used to be compared to what it like what I used to rank it as and what it is now. So that'll be an interesting comparison in my opinion. Huge shout out to my patrons. You guys are amazing. You're the real MVPs. Thank you so much, guys. I couldn't do this without you. I really I want to make sure I underscore that. I couldn't do this without you guys. Really thank you so much for your support. And if you want to support this channel for free, folks, all you gotta do is hit that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, comment, please, folks. Mount the algorithm with me. By the time I pushed start on this video to record, Chuck Norris already subscribed and commented. He mounted it multiple times. We'll just say multiple. I don't want to intimidate you guys. So let's get into it here, folks. So first off, let's acknowledge Galactic Legends. Galactic Legends are neat. They're great. They're the top 9 teams, right? Lord Vader here has 2 different teams right now. He's transitioning, right, to get into being the clone leader that he was for a little bit. And apparently I didn't swap out the graphic for the Supreme Leader Kylo team with Pointed Teeth Rey. You'll just have to deal with it. A few of these characters, I'll point them out when we get to them, but a few of these characters are being reused in other squads and stuff because I think it's worth mentioning them. But for the most part, we're just saying these guys are the top 9. What are the other teams, the other 40 teams besides this that are the best? Which, that's crazy that there's this many teams. There's a lot of characters that are just useless, by the way, that we're not going to rank. I should also point out, this is also not a GAC only ranking. This is for other game modes. And whereas a lot of the times we're going to be thinking in terms of Galactic Legends first, I mean, Grand Arena first, because that tends to be how people, at least a lot of the people at the top of the game, think about teams, and is it good, is it bad, or territory wars, whatever. This is for all of the game modes. So we're trying to find that level. So with that in mind, here are the top here are the bottom 5. So these actually didn't change hardly at all. We just have from the last time, we actually only ranked 35 teams, plus then I did the Galactic Legends. That was top 40. Now we actually have 40 teams besides the Galactic Legends, and so I've added 5 total teams. You'll see where they are. And if you get excited about these characters and these squads, I guess if you were like, dude, Xerath, I'm so excited to work on this squad, to actually have it, I'd probably ask you why. What purpose does it serve? They all have their niche uses. All of the squads I'm listing have their niche uses. Guys, Ugnaugh's not here. We don't know where he is. We're not tracking Ugnaught. Ugnaught could be anywhere. He's probably been dead for a while. No one uses him. He's not on this list because he doesn't have a niche use. All of these teams have some kind of minor use, but their uses are very few. So yeah, Ewoks will unlock C-3PO. Cool, good. You have a use. What else do you do? Okay, you're number 37 then, because you don't do anything else. All right. Yeah. So, anyways, these are all cool teams on their own. Sana can escalate to be one of the very top in GAC sometimes, depending on the Datacron, but we're also not ranking these based off of Datacron use because that is too cyclical and too niche. Maybe she'll have a good Datacron once a year, and maybe she won't. Maybe she'll have 7 more years of bad luck without good Datacrons. We just don't know. So anyways, these guys all aren't that good, but they all have their niche uses. We're not gonna discuss them too much. So Geos, they've basically kind of held their spot, but they've given up ground to better teams, and there's just more and more things that have pushed them by. So one principle that I guess I'll point out, and this is really especially true for the number 34 with Qui-Gon Jinn, is this is a GAC only team. And so it fell from number 17 to 34. Like it plummeted, and a lot of the reason is the only thing propping it up was its use in GAC. And so what's happening is there are new teams that are being added to the game over the course of time. Of course, they're adding new characters, adding new teams, and as they're adding new teams in GAC, they're pushing out older teams. And you're like, well, why would I put this team on defense if I could put something better on defense? And so what's happening is all the teams that Qui-Gon Jinn used to counter pretty consistently are being scooted out, and then all these new teams are also just countering Qui-Gon pretty easily, which just diminishes his use. If it's just GAC only, and he's not countering anything, and he's not like hindering anything, then what use is he? So it's a sad thing. I love this team. It's a sad thing to see it go, but it's just kind of how it is for him right now. And it's GAC only, so like it has no value in any other game mode. Without that Omicron, this team is just like, why would you ever use it? You should use Kelleran backlead. And honestly, Kelleran backlead team for Territory Wars would make this team significantly better, which we don't have a Kelleran backlead team, so that's kind of an oversight on my part. So the new Karth team with well, I mean, it's really the Zalbar team with the Zalbar Omicron. This team might end up being ranked higher, might end up being ranked lower. We're not sure. It's GAC only. I would like it to be really good. I realize it might not be that good. We'll see. It's not really countering anything too crazy right now. It's 3v3. It's kind of cool. It can counter a couple things. That's whatever, man. The Tuskens, like they just, what do they do really? I mean, they're such a niche team that they do okay, but they're not really worth that much these days. The Bad Batch team, there just keeps not being a use for them. This is like that Qui-Gon team. I mean, honestly, they should probably be lower than that Qui-Gon team. They don't do much. Sometimes you steal Echo to put him on one of your cool Galactic Republic teams, and that's it, man. The new Bad Batch, I thought were gonna like come in and rejuvenate this squad, but instead they're like, no, man, you guys suck so much. We had to start our own squad, so you guys go sit over there and suck, and we're gonna be cool over here and be expensive. So let's see, the Phoenix team is all right sometimes. I mean, if you have the right Datacron, blah blah blah. At early game, it's pretty good. At TW, it has its like very niche uses with the Hera Omicron, but for the most part, this team just really doesn't do that much. Doesn't counter that much. Sure, it can counter Inquisition sometimes, but I wouldn't usually bet on it. The Grievous team, man, it used to be 16. It just plummeted, man. It's the same exact thing as the Qui-Gon team. It's possibly even more tragic though. It used to, because he used to counter some really solid teams like CLS. It would counter consistently, and it counter Starkiller squads, but people aren't placing those anymore. And in the long run, in GAC it doesn't do much. Even the Droideka version in TW doesn't see much use on many boards anymore. It's just kind of becoming slowly obsolete. The ship that he pilots isn't that good. It's okay. Some version of it is good in the Naboo raid, but it's not that good either. It's just it's just kind of a tragic thing. The Iden team, it's like kind of technically stronger in GAC and other game modes than the Imperial Troopers team, but it doesn't do anything other than do GAC poorly, so we're just leaving it there. Wampa is really good early game, and it loses its relevance pretty quickly these days in the mid game. And it's GAC only, so I mean, unfortunately, it's such a cool character. I really wish that they'd release a character that was like, oh yeah, you can use this character with Wampa, and they buff each other, kind of like how Cal and Fulcrum do. The Trooper Squad, the thing I'll say that's good about the Trooper Squad is they do the assault battle tier 3s for 2 different assault battles. Otherwise, they don't counter things in GAC, really. They don't counter things in TW. They don't really kill anything in Conquest for the most part. They're just not doing anything, but initially they're so useful in those assault battles. It's really nice what they can do. You don't have to have them as relic as this. Honestly, I just finished the hardest one with my alt, and I have a gear 12 range trooper. I took some RNG to get there, but I did manage it. So, and it still kills some stuff in GAZ sometimes. I don't know. It's a cool squad. It's just so many has-been squads these days, folks. So, okay, 25. We have the boss. Like, bounty hunters are like all over the place in the game. They're required for like all of them are required for different unlocks. They can counter things here and there depending on, I mean, they have a bunch of whenever they get a scoundrel or bounty hunter tag, they can be more useful. Some of them are mercenaries. I'm sure some of them will end up being pirates. They're a good. They used to be really good. They used to counter all sorts of things. They're really just kind of despondent now. Like, they could be useful in other places though. Like I said, they're useful to unlock things. They're useful as pilots for one of the best fleets right now. They're useful to count, like they used to counter Lord Vader before he got his clones, and that kind of stopped. It is niche uses. It's a pretty sad faction right now, honestly. I wish we could find more use for them, but they got booted down 11 spots. Let's see, the Night Sisters team. The reason this is this high is sometimes it counters a Galactic Legend in GAC, and that's cool. That you can't count on that, but that elevates it a little bit. The other really nice thing is it is a Conquest new player, just top tier group, because you don't need too many Zetas, and you don't need hardly any relics at all. In fact, you can have all gear 11 except for old Daka, and this team will carry you in Conquest early game. It is an amazing, transcendent, really cool team, and its usefulness, it will kind of eventually wear out, but it also helps you with an assault battle early on. You can get through at least tier 1 early on, before you get the new Night Sisters, to be able to get the last tiers. But it's a good one, man. It's a good team. Obviously, it's kind of a has-been as well, but still useful in the early and mid game for sure, and sometimes in the late game, because sometimes you just kill a whole Galactic Legend for free in GAC. So the Mothma team and Saw team, they're pretty good here and there. They're kind of really, it's like the Luthen team is what it is. With the team that doesn't have Luthen can't really be used, but Mothma and GAC can counter like Leia sometimes. She's the best clean GL cleaner upper in the game. Even without Luthen, she does okay at that, honestly. Saw, his team usually has a lot of tags, like Kyle Katarn, for instance, has the mercenary tag, which can sometimes make the whole squad way better. And with the fact that it has it has Rogue One in it, it has Rebel Fighter, it has Rebel, it has it can be used in a lot of different ways and in a lot of capacities, so it makes it more relevant in GAC. Outside of GAC, these teams aren't that good, but I feel like we use them often enough that we can actually afford to put them at 23 here. The Dash team, very similarly, it's good. It's been good for a while. It's actually held its rank. It's the only one that held its rank. I guess the Saw team got promoted a little bit. I don't know what that jostling was, but the Dash team, the reason I like Dash, not only is he like a good pilot or whatever, the big thing about him is in Conquest, especially early game, if you get the right data discs, this is the carry team to help you be able to, like, if you need, like, it says, hey, get your Shin Hati through this battle alive, and so Dash goes in, he does his AoE, kills everyone, and Shin's like, thank you. That's a good impression of her, right? Thank you for your services rendered, Dash. You got me through. Now go be a little bit mediocre in GAC. And he's like, all right, I will do that. It's an okay team. In GAC, it'll still counter. It counters a couple things, honestly. It's a cool team, and It's sad. Everything's getting worse, but the Dash team's usefulness, especially early game and mid game, is really nice. I don't like giving that up. So let's see. Adrad, it's plummeted too. Used to be 13. I kind of question my sanity. 13 might have been a little bit high previously, but a lot of it is it's only really that useful. Like you can use it in Conquest to okay effect, but the big thing is GAC, and no one's placing Adrad up bowl teams in GAC as much anymore. Sometimes, I mean, it's not all the way gone, but to the point now that we mostly just add these characters to other teams. Like Adrad and Jin just go to Leia, and Baze just goes with Mon Mothma or Saw, or sometimes he'll go with Leia as well. He's a really good character, but this team can kill Inquisition sometimes. Sometimes it'll take out those Iden teams, Dark Trooper, Moff Gideon. Just people don't place them nearly as often. Like it's still a useful team. It's still nice. It'll kill a lot of different stuff, and the mechanics make it really nice because as long as there's a lot of Empire out there, it's going to have some niche use. So it's good. A lot of times it's not even really a team, unfortunately. So let's see, the Jedi Revan team, I didn't have this team listed last time because I just had them hanging out with Jedi Master Luke, but I really think that that's kind of a disservice to this team, because a lot of times Jedi Master Luke will have its own team and Jedi Revan will just hang out on his own and just go take out like a Malgus squad or any number of teams. He's got such a good toolkit. I'll say it again, I've said it a million times, that he's one of the best, if not the best, legendary level character out there. Even though he's been around for years and years, he still does unique things that help your whole team. And with Cal and with Jedi Luke there to help bolster him, sometimes Mace, it Mace the whole team really, I mean, significantly stronger in my opinion. It does a lot of things that, I mean, is it a world beater? Not necessarily, but it does kill a lot of stuff. I'm hearing now that sometimes it'll even kill like Supreme Leader Kylo teams, even with the pointed teeth Rey with him. So I don't know. The CLS team, gosh, I used to be ranked 8. It's just, I mean, it can do the assault battle, so that's cool. Congratulations, tier 3. They just don't make events that you can use CLS to just turn meter his way through anymore. They don't make teams that you can do that with anymore. It used to just counter so much stuff and be so relevant in all the different game modes, and it'll still work in Conquest. I mean, it's 19. It's not the worst. It just struggles to be like anything new. It struggles to really do anything that special. I feel like I'm betraying it, man. It used to be one of my favorite squads ever. You can't really put it on defense in GAC, and a lot of times you just like cannibalize it. You're like, here, I need Han for this team. Like, let me have C-3PO over here. Like, a lot of times you just don't use it on offense either, at least not in this form. It's very sad. Maul is an interesting one. It used to be 23. I don't know why I put it this high up. I think because it can counter Galactic Legends. Otherwise, I don't know. I kind of question my judgment on this one. This one was either ranked too high earlier or too low earlier. This is ranked too high. It'll kill some Galactic Legends. It cleans up Galactic Legends. It'll counter a few things here and there. And Maul is available now, guys. He's been kicked to the curb by yet another Sith. Like, Palpatine didn't want him. Now Lord Vader doesn't want him. Next you'll find out Dooku doesn't want him. I'd made that up, guys. Dooku never wanted him. So yeah, this is it. He's that poor bastard. But the team is fun. I don't know what else to say. It's all right. A lot of times in GAC you can use Jango, but then you want Jango for the trench team, which is significantly better when you get to Territory Wars. Afra was 18. Like, she's kind of held her spot. It's probably partially because her new Omicron or her new Datacron is good, and I just have that fixed in my head that she's good now. But she counters a couple Galactic Legends here and there. She does okay in Rise of the Empire territory battles, where she's required, which is nice. I think the one nice thing about Afra is, as long as they keep releasing droids in this game, which they will, she'll continue to get new good like upgrades to her team. So She's not too bad. She counters Jabba in GAC sometimes, usually in 5v5 and 3v3, not usually, but she's cool, man. She's still very luxury. However, the Fin Zori team, this team just it did fall a little bit. It just keeps countering good things. We keep finding new stuff for it to take out. Is it ranked a little too high? Maybe. Probably not, though. I mean, it deletes most of the teams that aren't Galactic Legends, to be honest. Not all of them, and the new stuff that kind of struggles on, but it still preys on its peers pretty nicely. The Trench team, this is almost exclusively because of Territory Wars, but it is a very strong TW team. It did get bumped from 9 to 15 because just like the GAC map, the TW map keeps getting smaller. I mean, it's the same size, but we keep getting new teams. Trench is less useful, and you have to keep adding more Omicrons. People used to be like, all you need is the leadership, and it's really good. And now people are like, dude, if you don't have the basic, you suck at life. And I'm like, I must suck at life, because look at me. The Seer Malicos team, this is almost only ever in GAC. It can work. There's some things about it that can work in TW, and it works really nicely as well. All light side, if you do light side UFUs, it works really nicely in Conquest. Like, it's got a lot of nice applications and stuff. Poor Malicos, though, really relies on his Omicrons to do much damage. It does kill a lot of stuff, including a lot of really important Galactic Legends, so 14 isn't too bad for it, but it really loses its usefulness once it drops out of GAC. It still has its uses. It's still number 14, but it's not transcendent, unfortunately. Same as the Star Killer team. A lot of times you just smash the two teams together in GAC these days. You just throw Star Killer on the Seer team, and it makes the team better, but then the EP Mara team just sucks after that. In TW, some version of Star Killer with Juhani is actually pretty nice still. Those Omicrons are really good. So I mean, it still has a little bit of value. I feel like it's also losing a little bit of momentum as well, but I mean, it hasn't lost that much. It only dropped to 11. So this is an okay, it's still a good team, man. Star Killer is super good still. And you can still use him in like Conquest. It still makes his team good. He just doesn't get as many cool things that you kind of rely on or count on in GAC. So the Dark Trooper Moff Gideon team, obviously not as good in GAC, but TW, it just keeps being used. It keeps coming up. Like all the turn meter stuff, all the different things that you can do with it's just nice. And we just got the zombie troopers, and that buffs the team quite a bit. The Omicrons, those are probably the next Omicrons I'm going to be applying. You need more and more of them, so it's a good team, and it does some good stuff. The new Bad Batch team, we don't know too much about it. We know that it counters like most of these teams, though. Honestly, once you get it up and running, it is countering those in GAC and TW. It has uses on all the different boards right now, and I'm guessing it's going to be useful in other game modes. But these guys, I mean, they'll be useful in the new raid at the very least. It's a pretty good team. It's still largely unknown, so I feel like 11 for a relatively unknown team is pretty good. Obviously, I don't even have them all relic. I'll be making a Bad Batch guide here either tomorrow or on like Tuesday of next week, so look out for that, folks. We have the Queen Amidala team, which is new as well from this guide, and I mean, it only has a few things that counter it. Actually, the Bad Batch team previously does counter it pretty nicely, but it also kills like a few different Galactic Legends. Like you can use it on offense to great effect. There's not that many things on defense or on offense that will take it out. It's a very strong team, as you might expect. It's really good. The Malgus team really plummeted just because most of the new stuff that was released just isn't as good. And then you don't use it that much in other game modes other than GAC. It still is a very strong squad, but it's lost some ground to the new stuff, and it hasn't gained ground at all, really. It's full of pilots for the Leviathan fleet, which is nice. It's a good team. I mean, it's number 9. It's not terrible. I used to say it was a top 5 team. Obviously, it's a top 10 team now. Yay! General Skywalker also plummeted. Like, what is what new team came out that he's like, oh yeah, I could beat that? Like basically nothing. Sometimes if you put Captain Rex with the team, you can take out that Queen Amidala team, but it's not a super duper consistent thing. So it's a good team. It's not amazing. The Gungans team has been amazing for the raid. It takes like there's a ton of different things you can use that squad for, and it like GAC, it's really nice. TW, it's really nice. A lot like the Frog team is really strong. It's unfortunate how expensive it can be, but honestly, the more I think about, like, I think this is more and more a team that I think I do recommend newer players to kind of look at, because it's only 4 total characters to unlock legendary, and then you only need a few Omicrons to make it good. I'm not like the happiest about that, because I kind of hate the squad on a few different levels, but it is really it's held its place pretty nicely, folks. 3v3, 5v5, it does some cool stuff. TW still on the boards. Other game modes just kind of hit auto and watch them work. So good team. Treya just keeps being awesome. I don't know, it's good in all the game modes. It does all the cool stuff. You can use her as plug and play elsewhere. You can use all of them. Like SWGOH sucks in other game modes besides GAC, but Treya has just kept her value over the years. Finally, the final ones, I thought this was really interesting, folks. The top 2 didn't change at all. Bane and Inquisition they're just untouchable almost. They're amazing. They're so good. Bane kills a ton of Galactic Legends. Like, there's only a few teams that he struggles on, and when he does struggle, he can go with Galactic Legend and make that team and take out all the new stuff, all the old stuff. It's just an amazing character. Inquisition, same thing, man. Even if they don't have a good Datacron, they're Conquest champs, they're TW champs, they're GAC champs. They're amazing in, like, everywhere you put them. Everywhere. Rise of the Empire, they're really good. They're good everywhere, man. They're an amazing squad. And with the Omicrons from for both game modes, both of the PvP game modes, that they're just an amazing squad, and they just haven't been moved. Like, they can't be placed on defense every time in GAC and expect to just hold, but you can expect to use them every single match that you have. They've held their value for years at this point. very, very impressive. But the interesting thing is that the 2 new teams that I'm introducing here on 4 and 5, they're brand new, and in fact, like, you can't the Night Sisters are all new characters. The Balin team are at least 3 new characters, and they're really good, obviously. They do a lot of stuff. The Night Sisters just kill, like, every game mode, they're champions. GAC, they're almost the worst in GAC, and they're still really good in GAC. Like, they just, dude, they're amazing. They're so good. I just you don't need the zombie troopers to make them good. The zombie troopers do make them better, however. And then the Balin squad is countering the new Ahsoka. He's countering a lot of different things. It's a very strong squad with a lot of very relevant kit additions, as you might expect for the new hotness. I do like Bo-Katan a little bit more. I promoted her a ton here because back when I did this, when I made this, she was only around, she'd been around for a couple months. I didn't know, like, she'll kill Kenobi. She'll kill a ton of different Galactic Legends, actually. She kills a ton of these teams. Obviously, she has her weaknesses. Maybe 3 is a little overzealous, but I don't really, like, for the amount of use I get out of her, like, she's just I use her every single match. It's in GAC, she's just really strong. You use her in Rise of the Empire, you use her all the time for like a ton of different kit things and reasons. In Conquest, you use her like all over the place, man. Like, she's the face of the franchise, man. For the light side, Mando, she's just really, really strong, not just in GAC. Like, what team do you use more than Bo-Katan? I'm sure there are a couple, like Inquisition, right? But otherwise, she's as we have gotten more and more familiar with her uses, her usage rate just keeps going up. So pretty confident in her being the number 3 because she counters all these things for the most part. Anyways, folks, that's it for today. Let me know what your thoughts are on the top 4. Like, what did I get wrong? Respectfully, let me know in the comments. I'm sure that as the sole arbiter of truth, I can't be wrong, but let me know what you think. That's just my opinion, man. All right, I'm leaving you. Have a good night or day or whatever it is. I don't care. Thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Zareth prevails. Take care, folks.